There's been some traffic relief, if you can even call it that, for our mountain communities this weekend. That's compared to the absolute nightmare that was last weekend for people trying to take advantage of the holiday. Your reporter in the mountains, Spencer Wilson, went and got himself into bumper-to-bumper traffic. Also, he could really get a taste for all that misery so many people suffered through. And Spencer, my goodness, last weekend left a lot of people wondering what can be done so that traffic nightmare never happens again.
That would be nice if it never happens again. I have a spoiler alert for you guys watching the story. Probably going to happen again, but there are ways to fix it. Last weekend, it was a culmination of both fresh powder, like we said, the holiday weekend, and then also Berthoud Pass being closed because of an avalanche. But here's the thing. To fix this problem, we all have to look in the mirror and understand we're a part of it.
Here's a time lapse on our way out of Silverthorne last week that we took on our way to Fraser, as Berthoud Pass was closed because of avalanche danger. All of this traffic locking the entire town of Silverthorne solid. It took hours to get through.
Well, it's I-70, so if it's a weekend, you can expect some congestion.
Margaret Bowes has been working to figure out the issue for years. Small mountain towns getting flooded with visitors, which keeps the tourist-based economies alive, but gridlocks the town. Not to mention frustrating anybody who's stuck in it.
But the folks that live here, sometimes they're trying to get across town to pick up their kids at daycare or at a play date. And there were crazy stories about it taking an hour and 15 minutes to go 3/4 of a mile.
I-70's really nasty today, folks.
Oscar's son knows that firsthand. He was on his way to Copper and got stalled.
I'm about, 4 miles out, and we're at a dead stop right here. Just had to pull off.
Why is he out on the road?
I'm out here for the snow, obviously.
Just like all of us. And therein lies the problem and the solution. CDOT plow crews are going to try and keep the roads as clear as possible of snow. And they've made updates to the interstate. But CDOT says no impact will be as significant as the change to public transit.
And so we need fewer vehicles. Our mountain towns can only handle so many cars.
That's carpooling, or taking the Snow Stang, the bus up from Denver, which lowers the amount of cars on the road and decreases the chance of a crash.
And it's volume, but it is really accidents that cause the worst of the delays.
And even off of I-70, what's the answer for the locals when the tourists descend? Same answer, the bus.
We have great local transit, right? Every mountain community along I-70 has a local transit system, oftentimes free.
Which we have taken several times, the Summit Stage up here. It's great. The Colorado State Patrol says that a lot of these issues are caused by crashes. Crashes are worse than traffic volume, and the crashes are most likely happening because of speed. So make sure your car is prepared to go into the mountains, drive slowly, or at least slow enough for the conditions, and don't clog up I-70 for you and everyone else. It's a simple equation, but all of this to say also, maybe try taking the bus. Might actually work a little bit better. I certainly am going to. My dad did this weekend. Live in Summit County, Spencer Wilson, covering Colorado First.
Always appreciate the tips and the good information there, Spencer. Thank you so much.